On February 24th, in a pre-recorded television speech, Russian President Vladimir Putin ordered a special military operation against Ukraine.
О проведении специальной военной операции.
Moments after his speech, Russian missiles started raining down on military infrastructure and civilian areas across Ukraine. And Russian troops started moving across the Ukrainian border, starting the first major land war in Europe in decades. One of Russia's stated reasons for invading Ukraine is its willingness to join NATO, a military alliance formed post the Second World War to defend Europe against the Soviet Union. For years, Ukrainian interest in securing a NATO membership has been at the center of its geopolitical tensions with Russia. And only if Ukraine were in NATO, the alliance would be obligated to defend it against the current Russian invasion. But on March 8th, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said he would no longer press for his country's membership at NATO. For decades, NATO has proved to be among the most successful alliances in history. It harnesses US's power and keeps it militarily engaged on the continent to defend Western Europe. But how does a nation secure a NATO membership?
They have expanded between 1940 and 1954 to over 15 countries. The Die Fathers.
After the Second World War, Europe was devastated. Close to 36 million people had died in the conflict that lasted for 6 years. In the German city of Hamburg alone, 500,000 were homeless. Amid the chaos, the Soviet Union was looking to expand westwards.
The communist coup in Czechoslovakia in 1948 provides us with a blueprint of the ideal formula for political conquest.
And the US and its European allies feared a communist sweep.
Had swallowed up 8 European countries without firing another shot.
After much discussion and debate, on the 4th of April 1949, the North Atlantic Treaty or the Washington Treaty was signed with 12 founding members.
On April 4, 1949, the North Atlantic Treaty was signed between France, Belgium, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, Norway, Denmark, Italy, Portugal, Iceland, Canada, and the United States.
The self-declared mission of NATO had 3 prongs: deterring the Soviet expansionism,
They have expanded between 1940 and 1954.
forbidding the revival of nationalist militarism in Europe, and encouraging European political integration. By 1991, the Soviet Union had collapsed, but NATO did not dissolve at the end of the Cold War. Instead, the alliance expanded from 16 members at its Cold War peak to 30 in 2020. Article 10 of the treaty provides entry to a new member country by unanimous agreement of the existing members. Once the member countries have established consensus about a country's potential membership, it is called upon to initiate accession talks with the alliance. Following this, the country may be invited to join the Membership Action Plan. MAP is a mechanism to provide advice and support for applicant countries. But reaching this stage does not secure a membership. The induction process starts at the NATO headquarters in Brussels, where the invitee country gives a formal confirmation of its willingness to join NATO. This also includes its ability to meet political, legal, and military obligation of NATO membership. The second step requires the applicant country to issue a formal letter of intent to NATO. After establishing the formal intent to join, necessary amendments are made to make the invitee a party to the Washington Treaty. After the amendments, all NATO members have to notify their acceptance to the government of the United States. The Secretary General would then call upon the potential new members to accede to the North Atlantic Treaty. The process ends when the invitee country deposits its instruments of accession with the US State Department. After this, the country is now a member of NATO.